діти роду козацького ми.
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's Ron Cahoot with Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
We're Cossack children of history.
Here we are in Brampton. Big day. Big day. For those people who don't know this gentleman, Father Roman Galadza, we've known one another for, I think, a couple hundred years. And we've celebrated a lot of wonderful things, but nothing like this.
Well, it's like deja vu all over again.
Yeah. You did this 20, how many years ago?
1995. That was
21 years ago.
21 years ago. I wish we didn't have to do it again.
Let's not do it in another 21 years, okay?
Absolutely not. No, this is it. The second time is the charm. Please.
Yes.
Please.
If you're wondering what we're speaking of, they are raising the central banya today, the dome, onto the top of the church, and they're getting the crane ready to go, and we're here to film this because it's a very special day. So I asked you, did you bless the banya? And you said, was I supposed to? Just phone me if you need advice on.
We had. I don't want to get any work. I don't know what. I don't want to get close to that. Okay.
Because they'll give you hell. Right?
They will. They've already marked it off. I'm surprised so many of our people are that close. But I don't want to get close. I don't even want to look. When they're doing it, I'm going to be doing this, facing Mississauga, because tell me when it's over. It's like a horror story. No, and when it's in place, I'll be so relieved, because right now I'm really nervous.
So they put it in place in a couple screws and set.
A couple of screws, more than that. But yeah, they put it in place. Please God, while the wind is a factor, they can't have the wind blowing.
No, no.
And so it's like, that's there. You have to get it as soon as possible before the noon heat.
So I will imagine when they bring it up, there'll be guys up there guiding it into place.
Them what to do.
No, we're just imagining. We're assuming, and we all know what that can do. But nonetheless,
I've learned not to interfere with people who know what they're doing. But I would still like to think that they're going to have tow ropes, holding it so that they can position.
Oh, я думаю, що when they будуть там наверх, they've got to be.
We'll have to call the committee and ask them to advise us on this.
Look, if that is a big crane.
Yes, it is. We're only putting the main cupola on today, and then get them out of here, because that crane costs maybe 5 times what the lower ones. So the other 4 domes will go up when they're finished, all in one shot with a much smaller crane, and that'll cost us a lot less.
And when is that? Well, they're not even covered yet.
They're not even covered yet. The copper is held up at the border.
Where's it from?
Idaho or Utah, somewhere over there.
Yeah, the copper capital of the world, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Idaho, Utah, gee whiz.
Out there. But so right now, today, they want to get rid of, and you can see the wind picking up, they wanted to get rid of this done, the crane in place. You've got guys inside, I believe, that are on these skyjacks.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll be able to position it and get out of here.
Now, I'm led to understand that His Beatitude, Sviatoslav, is coming in October.
Yeah, he invited himself.
Yeah?
It's more expensive.
So you got to clean a room up for him, huh? He stays with you, or does he stay downtown?
Yeah, we're picking him up, bed and breakfast. This is a great place.
Oh, yeah.
And taking him back at the end of 4 days here, yeah.
So he's coming just for this?
He's coming to, but they're piggybacking. They want him in out west. They want him in there. So piggybacking on his visit, and I'm just hoping that he's able to say no to this or that, because if he's dragged everywhere, he'll be too exhausted to really enjoy himself. And I hope he does enjoy.
But the purpose of his trip is essentially to come and open the parish and bless the parish.
Yes.
Will the church be completed? Or the church will be inhabitable, right?
Yeah.
Or habitable, rather, not inhabitable.
In 2 months, we have a wedding in there.
Really, huh?
Yes, a wedding in there. And after that, we'll be able to use the church, for what I understand, although not the altar area. The altar area is za ikonostasом закрыта Buddha. You're not going beyond the ikonostas, but we'll be able to serve.
So now even you're not allowed beyond the ikonostas.
Yeah, well, then I'll
the list is getting bigger, isn't it?
But so that won't be entered until the patriarch actually walks into there and builds the altar.
Who is doing the ikonostas for you?
We're basically ourselves. We're emphasizing the stas. Right now it'll be the stas. The wood will be the same Douglas red fir, posts and beams in place, and the doors will be done by one of our Mikola, one of our parishioners who does doors professionally, and the iconography has already been commissioned. The main 4 icons will be in place. Bogdan Turecki, the same one who did the original ikonostas, the original beautiful. We've got him back. He's in Lviv right now, doing them so that we would have the main icons of the lower tier in place for the 1st of October. Yeah, harna bude.
Yeah.
It'll be back. It'll be like resurrection.
And no pews? Don't look at me with that tone of voice. You know, I was talking to
Over my dead body, yes.
Father Andriy.
Chirovsky,
Yeah.
yes.
And he explained to me at the Bloor Festival why there are no pews.
Why?
And he says, is that he says it's
what's
more
his
vibrant,
reason?
it's alive.
Okay.
He says everyone, and I says, yeah, but я би хотів сісти десь. And he says, well, around the outside, it's for the, like you guys, really old guys, sick and infirmed. He says, but it just makes for, and it does, doesn't it? It makes for a...
Totally different. Pews are like benches in the middle of a basketball floor. You just ruined the whole dynamic. But my father was 89 when he passed away. In his 80s, he said, you know, the seating is for the old people, you know. He never admitted, and so you'd be surprised. But at the same time, I know when I go to a church with pews, I sit down and I relax, you know.
You become very complacent.
Yeah, but that's what happens. The pews are more for spectator, you know, watching and listening, not being involved. This way, you're forced to be involved, you know, and it really makes for a different dynamic. It really does, and perhaps one reason why a church is so vibrant in that sense, with involvement of the people, old and young and in between, is the fact that they move around. A little bit chaos, but it's holy chaos.
Yeah, so it's okay.
The entire interior will be pretty much the same. There are some improvements there. The washrooms are great.
Do you have a bigger hall or the same size?
The hall will be the same. Everything has to be the same size because the footprint, in order for the city not to tax us more.
Right.
But the hall won't have the post inside, so that it's easier for the arrangement of the tables. A mid-sized hall for 120 people, perfect for our little things that we've got here. So it's resurrection to a certain extent.
Let's get that,
I'd rather not die like we did on April the 5th 2 years ago, in a sense, but it went up. You know, God took it. Okay, Bog wziął sobie, and nam teper wydaje. You know, the people are generous. The insurance covers for about 80% of what we're doing here, and that's fortunate. Nobody got hurt, and we're going to have a building. We got a chance to celebrate again and talk with you.
I never need an excuse to speak with you, Father.
Ми діти роду козацького, ми.
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's Ron Kohut with Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
We're Cossack children of history.